Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading a multi-character listener by me. So let's get into it. Scaramouche. Now Scaramouche didn't know what to expect when he was given the opportunity to stay with you and live with you in the same house, but it certainly was not this. If anything, he expected you to be a little bit more shy than you were. But instead, living with you, it seemed like you only got bolder and bolder. Not that you particularly minded, it just shocked him, that's all. But that wasn't all what shocked him, and it was not what shocked him the most. No, because what really shocked him the most out of all was what you did today. He was cooking something up for you, too, when you went over to him and whispered the word daddy in his ear. He did a full body flinch. Usually he did not know such things, didn't know what they were used for, and he would be clueless. Except, he had been called that word before by someone else, and they had explained to him perfectly what it meant. So he did know what it exactly entailed. So he blushed brightly, turning towards you. Wyan, don't just say things like that. And what if I do? What are you gonna do about it? Punish me? Oh, I think I would like a punishment very much. Enough, Wyan! No more of this, he said. His face beat red. It was actually hilarious to watch that you ended up bursting out laughing. Needless to say, he was very embarrassed. For quite a while about this encounter, actually. And you'll have to do your best to make it up to him, and get him to try and get over this embarrassment for the rest of the day. But once the day passes, he's quite fun, actually, and perhaps you could tease him even more. Xiao. Now, Xiao has no idea what that word means, and he has no idea what many things mean anyway, so it wouldn't be weird if he didn't know. But you still thought that you could push your luck and try and see what he would say. And that's why, while the two of you were cuddling, you told him that he gives you such daddy energy. Now he had no idea what that meant, and he looked at you in confusion. Juan, you mean you think I would be a good father? Oh, hell no, Xiao. He's so off, but he doesn't know it. And that's when you slowly start to explain your statement, and his face slowly goes redder and redder with each word that you say. He was embarrassed beyond belief. And he never thought you could be that embarrassed. He never thought that you could get so red in the face. But it happened. And now he was trying not to look at you as you cleared his throat. Oh, I see what you mean. I have nothing to say about it. I know you would have nothing to say. But I just thought I would tell you what I think. He nods appreciatively because he likes knowing your thoughts, but perhaps this one, he would have liked for you to keep it inside of you for a little bit longer. Not because he didn't like to hear it. It was just kind of strange to him. He still didn't perfectly understand. And honestly, he didn't want to try. It all felt pretty weird, and he had no idea how to deal with it. He was very confused, and he had many questions that he dare not ask, which is kind of okay. You don't really blame him about any of this. Venti? Now, realistically speaking, if Venti just did something with someone, say, in the hundreds of years that he lived, he would be factually a daddy. So it's not like you're really wrong. It's strange. And you do try to call him that, to flirt with him. It works, because he knows what the word means, and he blushes a little bit. You know what, Mayan? I think you may not be so wrong. What? What do you mean? What are you talking about, Venti? I'm not saying anything, I'm just saying, perhaps a long time ago, I may or may not have had. I think I would like for you to keep it to myself. Are you even sure of what you're saying? I'm not. That's why I'm saying it could be true, but I'm not saying it is true. Well, he had a point, and he goes into a long, long story of what his lineage might be, considering now he doesn't know if he actually had an offspring, and considering many years had passed. Maybe his offspring had another. Maybe he's the grandpa, or the grandfather of a grandfather. Something, something he doesn't understand. And neither do you. And the two of you are left in a state of confusion. But you specifically are left in one that you were kind of worried about. You had many questions in your head, and you knew that most likely you were not getting any answers. After all, this was Venti we're talking about. And with Venti, no answers were ever had. Tighnari. Tighnari didn't know what to feel like when all of a sudden you wrapped your arms around him and called him Daddy. That was something a little bit weird, and out of nowhere, completely so. He turns to you with a raised eyebrow. Wayan, my dearest darling Wayan, what should I do with you? Sometimes you really don't know what's going on in your head. Really, Daddy, that's all you have to say? Well, I thought we'd get something out of this. Well, you thought wrong this time, but it's a good try. He laughed softly before pressing a soft kiss on top of your head. He can't help but find you endearing, trying to embarrass him. But if you wanted to take this seriously, he may just take a dab at it and try to roleplay with you whatever you wanted. Although he'll be feeling a little bit strange at first, so it will take him a while to get used to it. Regardless, he doesn't actually get upset or get shy or anything. He totally knows what he's doing, and he's fully, completely aware of what you're trying to get at. So, you're not really trying to fluster him here. It's the opposite. He can fluster you quite easily, and it's very obvious. Now go on, Wayan. Help me set the table, and after we're done, maybe I'll see about being your daddy. He says with a soft chuckle, more of a joke really. But then he sees you blush, and realizes that you're really taking this seriously. Oh, you can be a lot to deal with. He still loves you though, as weird as things can get between the two of you. And he's not a boring old man. He's willing to experiment, as much as you would like him to.